Why play Sivir Bot? Well, she scales amazingly. She is brilliant at teamfighting, her wave clear is very good, and her spell shield is life-saving. However, her basic attacks are shorter range than most carries, and other carries will get through tanks easier. Sivir's passive is after attacking an enemy champion with an attack or ability, she gains a large chunk of decaying bonus movement speed. Sivir's Q throws out a boomerang, which is a straight line skill shot which deals damage to all enemies it hits. Upon reaching max distance, it then comes back to her, dealing the damage again. The damage is reduced if it goes through enemy minions or monsters, but this damage debuff is reset upon coming back. Sivir's W is an auto attack reset which grants her bonus attack speed. In addition, it causes her basic attacks to ricochet, dealing additional damage to nearby enemies. Each of these ricochets can bounce up to 8 times, but they can't hit the same target twice. Sivir's E is a spell shield which lasts for 1.5 seconds. If an enemy's ability hits the spell shield, she gets a small heal and a small burst of movement speed. Sivir's ultimate grants herself and all of her nearby allies a large chunk of movement speed. While active, Sivir's basic attacks reduce her ability's cooldowns, and whenever she gets a takedown, the duration of the ability is reset. For combos, ult into an auto attack, then auto attack reset with W, and then throw out your Q. From here, keep attacking away, using your W and Q as often as you can, and spell shield as needed. For matchups, she can struggle into carries that can pressure her early, and she's great into champions where she can ignore a key ability with her spell shield. For runes, take this. First strike is great extra damage. For build order, start blade and pot into tier 2 boots and an essence reaver. After this, quick blades and an imp edge are great pickups before finishing your build with any of these as needed. You can also go Shiv instead of Essence Reaver if you want more wave clear. For skill order, start Q then W then E before maxing Q then W then E, taking ult whenever you can. For summoner spells, take Flash and Barrier, but both Ghost and Heal work very well too. For synergies, Sivir works well with champions who can easily peel for her, and she also has great synergy with champions that make her mobility even better. Starting the game, the early game is probably Sivir's weakest point. Your main focus at this point is going to be on farming hard for your first back. However, even during this time, you want to always be looking for opportunities to poke and harass your opponent. If your opponents ever try to play within the minion wave, your W ricochet is great damage. Not only is it great at helping you farm and pushing the wave, but it's just free passive damage. And then, if your opponent decides to stay out of the wave to avoid the damage, throw a Q at them. Especially if you already have a few levels in Q and they're not behind minions, this does great damage. Your trades aren't the best, but if you can ever get an auto attack into W and Q off while retreating, it's great damage. Especially if you can use your spell shield to block one of their key abilities. And when you hit level 6, your power spike isn't going to be as good as many other carries, so do be careful if they get a huge spike. Entering the mid game, take your tower as soon as possible and rotate mid. This puts you and your support in the center of the map to easily siege and roam for objectives. Entering late game teamfights is where Sivir truly shines. Ultimate early to buff your entire team, and then sit on the backline spamming out tons of AoE damage with your Q and W across their entire team, using spell shield to keep yourself safe. And that's how to play Sivir Bot. If this video helped you, leave a like and comment below on which champion you want to see next.